So with this remote learning, I've been kind of experimenting and trying to figure out how to quickly give feedback to my students on their essays. Currently, they're working on the Voice of Democracy scholarship. And this year's topic is This the Country Our Founders Envisioned. So I need to go through on this third draft as students are generating their ideas and give quick feedback. It's really time consuming to go through. Sorry, the lights just went out. It's really time consuming to go through and type all those comments, and I wanted to be able to use voice typing to figure that out. I looked into leaving audio comments, but that requires installing a third-party extension, and I don't feel like going through all that kind of a hassle. So here's my workaround, and hopefully it helps for you. So I'm in Google Classroom right now. I'm looking at a student's paper. I want to make comments on this paper. And what I found the best way to do is to come over here on the right and open the paper in New Window. And then by default, this is set up right here with this pencil to be in suggesting mode. So I want to make sure it's in suggesting mode. When I do that, I'm going to also use this tool right here, voice typing. And then when I come to a paragraph or a sentence that I want to make a comment on, I can click. In this case, I want to make a comment on this entire paragraph. So I click to speak. So the Electoral College is a valid point, and I would like you to do some research on the Electoral College's history and evolution period. There are examples of how the Electoral College has failed in the past and how, as our Constitution and as our country grew, they passed legislation to balance the impact of the Electoral College, especially when it comes down to a tie and how the electorates are appointed, et cetera, period. So then what you'll notice happens right here is, because I'm in editing mode, it'll come up on a student screen and theirs is actually pink, but then they'll see my comment within their text. If when they accept my comment or like what I wrote, they can click the check mark and it leaves it in there, but that's not what we want our students to do. So what we want them to do is click the X so it goes away, but at least the comment is clear, to specifically the paragraph. So that allowed me to make quite a long comment, a more thorough comment in a relatively quick period of time. So I'll do this for all my students' essays as I go through and as they're developing through their drafts. And it's saved me a ton of time rather than thinking and having to figure out how to type something short and sweet and to the point.